Hello guys, today I will be ranking all the best items in the game in one single big tier list. So basically, we'll pick like the best fruits, best guns, best swords, best fighting styles, and the best races to be in the tier list, and we will rank them. And I'll explain further on the order later. Okay, this is the tier list, and let me just explain how it's gonna work. So basically, the races will all be ranked like first in each tier because they are the most useful things in the game. Then in second, it's gonna be the fruits, third, the swords, and fourth, the guns. So firstly, we have sanguine. This is a solid fighting style. It's actually really good. It has insane combos. I wouldn't say it's game breaking, but it deserves S tier. Now we have Electric Claw. Electric Claw is a very good fighting style. It's really brain dead and it has good combos, but it's not the best because it's quite easily kentricable and you can't really land that much moves in the air, so I'm gonna put it in A tier. Now we have godhuman. Godhuman is quite good. No, actually, it is the best fighting style in the game, in my opinion. So, on top of Sanguinar in S tier, it has combo potential, easy to land moves, movement, everything. Okay, now for the guns. Soul Guitar. Definitely an S tier gun. You guys know exactly why. The X move has a huge hitbox and heals you, and the Z move is a long range instant beam. It doesn't can break, but when it does hit, it's stuns, so it's really useful. Definitely an S tier. Now we have Serpent Bow. It's nothing too special, but it does have an easy to land move, the Z move, which breaks can and like knockbacks stuns a bit. So B tier in my opinion. You can like do a few short combos like Serpent Bow Z and Spiky Trident X right after. It's a bit useful. Now we have Kabucha. Now, this is where people are gonna argue because I'm gonna put it in C tier because none of its moves are easy to land. And that's a really important factor in my opinion. But its X move is very useful because it stuns for a while dragging back. While the whole duration of that attack, you cannot kentrick anything because it will automatically turn off your Ken. But sadly, the Z move has nothing going for it. It's not useful at all. So C tier. Okay, now we have the swords. We have TTK. TTK is a really good sword. It has a glitch where the X move hitbox enlarges a lot if you do it directly in front of your opponent. The Z move is nothing too special, but it's really good. I'm putting it in A tier because it lacks utility, which is why it's not S tier, because I'm actually counting utility when you're using a fruit. Shark Anchor, the Z move is amazing, but the X move it lacks, and the sword itself is not really that useful at all, so I'm giving it a nice B tier. Darkblade. Darkblade, once you catch your opponent in a stun, it does amazing damage and amazing stun to combo extend, but the moves by themselves, you cannot land them. And sadly, because of that, I'm gonna have to place it in C tier. Also, if this tier list was only swords, I would be ranking like stuff like TTK way higher, but since there are other stuff up there, I cannot. Okay, now we have Tushita. Tushita is really good, really good if you're a sword main, but not useful at all. So just like TTK, I'm gonna put it in A tier, but since it's less useful than TTK, below TTK. Spiky Trident, very useful and quite good when you're a sword main. The X move is the most useful part because you can pull your opponent and it stuns. Great for combo starting, extending. So S tier, guys, overall. Now we have Buddy Sword. Buddy Sword, not that useful, but when you're a sword main, especially with the glitch, it's top of A tier in the swords category because I know TTK has like the X move glitch, but this one has a better X move glitch where you tab glitch and you basically freeze time and cannot miss the move. Yeah. Next we have Gravity Cane. This sword is disappointing. Many people overrate it, but it's not that good. B tier, top of B tier, because it is quite useful, but not as useful as Spiky Trident. But for sword main, the X move just gets hard countered. Like, when your opponent does the X move of Gravity Cane on you, you can Kentry that and they're stuck still doing the move. So yeah. Next we have CDK. In my opinion, it's quite useful. And for sword main, it's amazing. It's a pretty decently overpowered sword. So I think I'm putting it above TTK overall. Now we have Dragon Trident, easily the best sword in the entire game. So on top of Spiky Trident. Oh, whoops, Soul Guitar is way too high. Fox Lamp. Fox Lamp, insanely useful and insanely good when you're using it in sword main. The Z move is very easy to aim, just like the X move, both super easy to land moves. So yeah, in my opinion, S tier, but below Dragon Trident. Alrighty, now we have the fruits. First of all, we have Buddha. This thing is overrated, C tier. Now Portal, S tier, easily, bruh. This thing is like one step away from being game breaking, the Z tier, because its V move is spammable, but it can get countered on some occasions. Its only downside is that it's a bit inconsistent, you know what I mean? So yeah, top of S tier. Now we have Rumble. Rumble is like Portal, but it's very good for fruit main, but it's not one step away from being game breaking with an overpowered skill. So I'm gonna rank it very close to Portal, right under it. Now we have Spirit. This thing, it is probably, oh, I forgot about Kitsune. It is like the second best fruit if you're gonna be using it with fruit stats, but it's really not that good for utility. So top of A tier. Now Kitsune. So Kitsune is game breaking, Z tier. Yup, you guys know why. The transformation speed with pilot helmet is insane, bro. That's game breaking. And now we have Dragon. This fruit is absolutely trash for utility, but for fruit main, it's really, really good. So I'm gonna put it right under Soul. And its transformation helps a lot because the moves get super easy to land. Now we have Venom. Venom is a nice B tier fruit. I don't feel like explaining further because it doesn't really deserve that much of an explanation. Literally just throwing out venom projectiles and spamming. It's not that good for utility and not the best of all fruits for fruit mains, so B tier. Well, actually, it's not that bad for utility, but whatever. Doe. I am putting it above Spirit in A tier because unlike Spirit and Dragon, Doe is useful when you're using gun main or sword main. Yay! And it's actually a really good fruit main fruit. Yeah. I'm sure you guys knew that. Okay, now we have the last 3 items we're gonna be ranking, the races. First of all, we have human. In my opinion, S tier, but we will see after putting angel under it and cyborg on top. Cyborg, in my opinion, is unarguably, undebatably the best race. It's a fact, in my opinion. That's a bit weird to say, but because it has so much defense, and for dealing with teamers, it's insane. It has like a tick damage on its V4 that completely like drains your Ken, and on top of that, you can jump super far with the super jump with the soul guitar clicking glitch, which is super spammable and easy to do. Then we have human under it. It's really good because it has high potential. The 3 teleports let you really move around quickly, and the rage meter can make you deal insane damage, like insane. Like you can deal 9,000 damage with one move easily. Now we have Angel on the last spot. It's a really good race, the top 3 race, but it lacks mobility. It lacks fast mobility because I know it can fly, but you can't really like escape that fast with that. You need to get momentum before being able to escape, you know what I mean? So yeah, Angel is there, but its aura is really defensive and offensive, which is really good. So yeah, this is my tier list. Tell me if you agree with it or not. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though my talking can seem a bit weird. Bye guys.